On Wednesday, your Seattle Seahawks were back on the field as an entire unit for the first official practice of Seahawks training camp presented by Safeway. Hey 12's Jackie Montgomery back with your Seahawks Daily. Well, in a normal year, the team would be well into their second full week of training camp and preparing for their first preseason game. This year, things look a lot different as they just had their first full practice with the whole team with their helmets on.
Hey, for us, this is it's an important first day. This is the first time we get everybody on the field at the same time, working together, helmets on, the whole thing. It starts to feel like football a little bit. Everybody's really anxious and excited and raring to go. We all love this game so much, and we've been having to wait forever. And so guys are thrilled to be out here working, and it was a great first day for us. And the build-up to it has worked quite well. We've stuck right with the regimen of the ramp up, and it seems like it's been okay for these guys. They're in pretty good shape, and they're ready to go. And so as we get to Friday is really the first full speed practice for us. We'll see how that works and see how we recover from that. And if we get that done, then we're on our way.
With unique circumstances, how are the rookies impacted as they make the transition from college to the NFL during the middle of a pandemic? Coach Carroll thinks this year's draft class is up for the challenge.
The guys that we chose and we picked in the draft, they all applied themselves during this offseason. They all were learners. They were curious. They were anxious to figure it out. They showed good effort and diligence and imagination as we're playing this game totally on air and in their living rooms and in their family rooms and wherever they're living, their bedrooms. They're getting up out of their stance and they're taking their steps and they're trying to imagine what it looks like and all. When we got here, we didn't know what would be the retention, without any work on the field. When we got here, we've had a lot of walkthrough opportunities so far to kind of figure out how much did carry forward. This is as far along as we've ever been. And I don't know, I would never have been able to guess that would be the case. But it was because we dug in so much, and our coaches were so consistent, and were so creative, and these guys demonstrated the attitude that you're talking about, that you want, where they were hungry to learn, and so we get here and we jumped right into it. We didn't have to tippy-toe at all. Shotty's installation and where he went, our guys were going up and down the field with their stuff immediately. So we had a fantastic offseason, and it came back and demonstrated that to us here. That doesn't mean nothing until we start playing. That's just what it feels like and what it sounds like out here on the field. But we got to go play some football, so we got a long ways to go. But that's what I'm saying. I'm really pleased with what those guys were able to carry forward too. It gives them the best chance under a very difficult situation and circumstances for young guys. They're not going to get the same opportunities that they get in a regular preseason process because there's no games, and where they're highlighted and featured. So we have to use our imagination as well as coaches and personnel people. We've got to really orchestrate the competitive opportunities on the practice field with the real intent of forcing guys to show who they are and what they're all about. And that's the plan, and we got to do a great job of that.
There are too many changes to list as Seahawks training camp gets underway. One big one Coach Carroll noticed is the empty berm along the practice field, which is normally full of dedicated 12s out to watch training camp.
It is different, yeah, and I miss that already. This is the fun part of coming to camp is that we get to share it with our fans and all that. You can feel there's a difference. So we just got to send the messages, through the airways some way that how things are going, and hopefully you guys can really keep everybody abreast of what it's like, and they can stay with us as we go through it.
Well, as Coach Carroll mentioned, on Friday, the team is slated to have their first full-speed practice, and if things go well, on Monday, they will be in pads for the first time during training camp. All right, well, you can watch Seahawks training camp live on Q13 Fox, or as always, you can stream it on Seahawks.com.